So this is an update on everything that's been going on in the Catholic Church. Pope vows no more cover-ups on sexual abuse in letter to Catholics. I think we can file this under way too little, way too late. Hey, we're not going to cover this up anymore. Wow. Everyone's going to praise him for this too, by the way. They're going to be like, look at how much we're progressing. By the way, I like when I tweeted out that I compared the Pope to Barack Obama in the sense that he says a lot of nice things and he's incredibly likable. And then at the end of the day, not much changes. And some people disagreed with me. They're saying the Pope changed a lot. And then what did they point to? Nice things that he said. You're wrong, Ron. The Pope did change a lot. He says nice things. He said nice things about gay people. That was my favorite. Like, oh, he said really nice things about, that's huge. That's huge. Oh, so gay people can get married in the Catholic Church now? Well, no. They're still openly discriminated against. But he said nice things about them. Look, I went to Catholic school for 14 frickin' years. I have had this shit shoved down my throat. All right? I still remember a lot of the dogma. I wish it left my short-term memory so I could free it up, or my long-term memory, rather, so I could free it up for shit that actually matters. But I still got some of it floating around. It's always been love the sinner, hate the sin, quote-unquote. That has always been. So my family's Catholic. We have had gay friends our entire lives. Now, my family was a little different. They taught me that that was wrong. When I was young and I asked questions, I was like, gee, the church teaches that gay people are going to hell and being gay is terrible. But, Mike and Ray are great people. They're our friends. My parents sat me down and they taught me that we don't agree with that stuff. So my family was a little different. But the church as a whole, they would always say, love the sinner, hate the sin. That hasn't changed. That hasn't changed. That's still their logic on it all. So yeah, he says nice things. All right, so anyway, let's get to this. Pope Francis, facing sexual abuse crises in several countries, wrote an unprecedented letter to all Catholics on Monday, asking each one of them to help root out this culture of death and vowing there would be no more cover-ups. In a highly personal letter addressed to the people of God, church language for all members, the Pope appeared to be launching an appeal for all Catholics to face the crisis together and not let it tear the church apart. That's his first thing. Not how are we going to help the victims. Not how are we going to solve this systemic issue. Not here are some consequences that are for sure going to happen. But let's not let this tear us apart. First and foremost, let's not let this tear us apart. How is that any different than when a cop shoots an unarmed person and the other cop goes over to them and says, we're going to get you through this? Looking out for the herd first. Taking care of your own. And by your own, you mean the people that stuck around. The victims don't matter that much because they're not members anymore. In most cases. I don't understand how anyone can defend this institution. I really don't. The Catholic Church in the United States, Chile, Australia, and Ireland, where the Pope is making a 2-day visit this weekend, are reeling from crises involving sexual abuse of minors. Numerous surveys have pointed out to plummeting confidence in the church. We're starting to worry. It's been years and years. In his letter, the Pope referred to the suffering endured by minors due to sexual abuse at the hands of a significant number of clerics and consecrated persons. But let's not let this divide us. We're going to face this together. By doing what? By facing it. Let's see if he says anything about what they're going to do. In May, all 34 of Chile's bishops offered the resignation of the Pope after a widening sexual abuse crisis there. He has so far accepted 5. He hasn't even accepted. I might let you resign. That's the change. What a joke. What a joke of an institution. People are going to defend it. Some of you in the chat might be defending it. That's comical. And not in a good way. I might let you resign. I'm going to do something. I might let you resign over this. Chris Wynn writes a good thing. We need unity. Pope Francis Perez. I like it. Balthazar says, no more cover-ups. Now we abuse in the open. Wow. Okay, so the Pope wrote a useless letter with nothing. And as usual, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your